Now, let's memorize the starting position and learn how to set up the chess pieces on the board before a game. Remember that the starting position is always the same. In the starting position, the rooks stand on the corner squares. The knights stand next to the rooks. The bishops next to the knights. The queens and kings are in the center. The king has a crown. Note that the queen always starts on the square of its own color. Each player has 8 pawns placed in front of the pieces. If you look at the starting position attentively, you will see that the positions of black and white are symmetrical. Any chess game starts from the starting position only, so you should remember it. If it is difficult for you to memorize the starting position at once, try to do it step by step. So, the white rooks are placed in the corners of the first rank. These squares' names are A1 and H1. The black rooks are placed in the corners of the 8th rank, A8 and H8, symmetrically. Imagine that you are outlining a chessboard with 4 lines, A1 through A8, A8 through H8, H8 through H1, H1 through A1, connecting the rooks. The 4 rooks look like 4 towers forming an impregnable fortress for the chess kingdom. The white king and queen should obviously be in the middle of their army. Their starting positions are the E1 and D1 squares, placed at the intersection of the first rank with the E and D files. Remember that the queen always starts on a square of its own color, so put the white queen on the D1 square and the king on E1. Put the black king and queen symmetrically. The black queen goes to the square of its own color, and the king right next to her. The bishops are positioned next to the king and queen, and the knights next to the rooks. Following the symmetry principle for the starting position, black must put his bishops on C8 and F8, and the knights on B8 and G8. Now put 8 white pawns on the 2nd rank and 8 black pawns on the 7th rank. The starting position is now set up. Let's imagine a straight line between the D and E files, dividing the chessboard in 2 parts. The queens turn out to be on one side. That is why that side, A, B, C, and D files, is called the queen side. The kings turn out to be on the other side, E, F, G, and H files, called the king side. Look at the starting position of the white and black pieces on the queen side. This diagram shows the starting position of the white and black pieces on the king side. Imagine a straight line between the 4th and 5th ranks. The lower half of the board, ranks 1, 2, 3, 4, is called white's camp. The upper half of the board, ranks 8, 7, 6, 5, is black's camp. The imaginary line between the 4th and 5th ranks is called the line of demarcation. Let's get acquainted with how the chess pieces move. White always makes the first move, and the game continues with the players moving alternately. Only one piece or pawn may move in a single turn, except when castling, which is explained below. You can imagine a move as a line on the chessboard, and we will use various graphic images to visualize them in this course.